Gentlemen, let me be honest with you. There is a silent health crisis unfolding all around us, and too many men over 50 are ignoring it until it is too late. I am Dr. Strong, and after decades in men's health, I can tell you this clearly. Your prostate is not something you can afford to overlook. For years, you may have lived without ever thinking about this walnut-sized gland, but once you pass 50, it can quietly begin to dictate the rhythm of your days and nights. You may notice yourself waking up 2, 3, even 4 times every night to use the bathroom. You may feel your urine stream weakening, or that frustrating sense that your bladder never feels truly empty. Many men shrug and say, "That's just age." But I assure you, it is not that simple. Behind these symptoms are real biological changes, hormonal shifts, inflammation, and tissue growth that can rob you of energy, sleep, and dignity if left unchecked. The tragedy is that most men suffer in silence, too embarrassed to speak up, or too conditioned to believe nothing can be done. Yet research proves otherwise. Daily habits small, consistent steps can dramatically reduce prostate inflammation, improve urinary function, and even lower your risk of cancer. In this series, I will share 5 powerful, evidence-backed habits that any man over 50 can begin today. They are simple, natural, and free, but their impact can be life-changing. So, if you are ready to reclaim your nights, your energy, and your confidence, stay with me. What I'm about to share could very well add not just years to your life, but life to your years. To understand why these daily habits matter so much, you first need to understand the prostate itself. Think of it as a small walnut-shaped gland sitting just below the bladder and wrapped around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. For most of a man's life, the prostate does its job quietly producing the fluid that nourishes and carries sperm. But once you cross 50, changes begin that can no longer be ignored. This process has a name: benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. It is not cancer, but it can feel like an invasion of your comfort. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that over 50% of men in their 50s already have some degree of prostate enlargement. By age 70, the figure jumps to more than 80%. What does that mean in real life? Difficulty starting urination, weaker flow, urgency, and the dreaded nighttime awakenings that leave you drained in the morning. The science is clear. As testosterone levels decline with age, more of it is converted into a stronger hormone called DHT, which fuels prostate growth. Add in chronic low-grade inflammation driven by poor diet, lack of activity, or even stress, and the gland becomes swollen, irritated, and disruptive. The result is not just inconvenience, it's broken sleep, lost energy, and, for many men, embarrassment that eats away at confidence and intimacy. But here is the hopeful truth. You are not powerless. These changes may be common, but they are not inevitable. Daily choices, how you hydrate, how you move, how you eat, even how you sleep can slow, reverse, and protect your prostate for years to come. And the first simple habit might surprise you. The first habit may sound almost too simple, but it is often the one most overlooked: proper hydration. Many men over 50 don't realize that as we age, our sense of thirst weakens. You may go hours without drinking, only reaching for water when you're already dehydrated. The result is concentrated, acidic urine that irritates the bladder and prostate, worsening symptoms like urgency and nighttime trips to the bathroom. Research published in the Journal of Urology involving over 2,000 men aged 60 and older found something remarkable. When men spread their water intake throughout the day and reduced drinking in the evening, they experienced a 41% reduction in nighttime bathroom visits. That is almost half of their nightly interruptions, simply from adjusting hydration patterns. Here's how to do it. Treat hydration like a prescription. Sip water steadily from morning through early afternoon. Aim for 6 to 8 cups, depending on your health and activity level. Then, taper off in the evening. This way, your bladder has time to rest overnight, and you're less likely to be pulled out of deep, restorative sleep by constant urges. Water does more than flush waste. It also supports circulation, reduces inflammation, and keeps prostate tissue calmer. Think of it as giving your gland the gentle rinse it needs daily. Too many men underestimate this step, chasing supplements or quick fixes while ignoring the basics. But when practiced consistently, Strategic hydration is one of the easiest, most effective ways to protect your prostate and reclaim your nights. And when you pair it with the next daily habit movement after meals, the benefits multiply. The second habit is something every man can do without a gym, equipment, or expense: a simple walk after meals. At first glance, this might not sound like medicine, but science proves otherwise. A light 10-15-minute walk after lunch or dinner has profound benefits for both your prostate and overall health. Researchers at the University of São Paulo Medical School found that older men who practiced post-meal walking had a 35% lower risk of moderate to severe prostate symptoms compared to those who stayed sedentary. Why? Because movement activates circulation in the pelvic region, delivering more oxygen and nutrients directly to the prostate gland. Better blood flow means less congestion, less inflammation, and improved urinary function. Walking after meals also helps regulate blood sugar, and that's critical because high blood sugar and insulin resistance are strongly linked with prostate enlargement. By lowering glucose spikes, you reduce one of the hidden drivers of inflammation and tissue growth. At the same time, walking reduces systemic markers of inflammation like CRP and IL-6, both elevated in men with prostate issues. You don't need to push hard or sweat heavily. This is not about running marathons. It's about pacing gently, indoors or outdoors, with consistency. Imagine it as a daily prescription. One walk after lunch, one after dinner. Over time, this simple ritual becomes a shield protecting your circulation, stabilizing hormones, and calming your prostate. Men who practice this habit often report not just fewer bathroom trips, but also improved digestion, better sleep, and even renewed energy. Small steps, literally, can make a huge difference. And when paired with the next habit, something many men are shy to discuss, you'll understand why daily routines are powerful medicine. Now, we come to a habit that many men feel embarrassed to discuss. Yet, it is one of the most powerful, natural protectors of prostate health: regular sexual activity. Whether through intimacy with a partner or masturbation, ejaculation plays an essential biological role. A landmark study from Harvard, published in European Urology in 2016, tracked over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades. The results were striking. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who did so only 4-7 times per month. The reason is simple but profound. Ejaculation helps the prostate flush out residual fluids, old cells, and inflammatory proteins. If these substances are allowed to build up, they can create congestion and irritation conditions that fuel enlargement and disease. Beyond cleansing, sexual activity also improves pelvic circulation, balances hormones, and lowers stress hormones like cortisol. This is critical because high cortisol suppresses testosterone and fuels inflammation, both of which quietly work against your prostate. Some men fear that age disqualifies them from maintaining a healthy sex life. Let me reassure you, it does not. You are never too old to prioritize this aspect of your health. If you have physical or emotional concerns, talk openly with your doctor. There is nothing shameful about protecting your body. Think of it this way: regular ejaculation is not indulgence, it is maintenance. Just as you would change the oil in your car to keep it running smoothly, your prostate needs this natural reset. Combined with hydration and walking, this habit keeps your gland clear, your hormones steadier, and your nights calmer. And when you add the right foods, the results are even more powerful. The fourth habit may be the most familiar, but also the most underestimated: targeted nutrition. What you put on your plate directly influences hormones, inflammation, and long-term prostate resilience. Food is not just fuel, it is medicine. Let's start with one of the most studied nutrients for prostate protection: lycopene. Found in tomatoes, guava, and watermelon, lycopene is a powerful antioxidant. A meta-analysis published in the International Journal of Cancer showed that men who consumed cooked tomato products at least twice per week had a 28% lower risk of prostate cancer. And here's the key: lycopene is better absorbed when tomatoes are cooked with a healthy fat like olive oil. That means pasta sauce, tomato paste, or even roasted tomatoes are more effective than raw slices. Next is zinc, a mineral critical for testosterone balance and prostate structure. It's abundant in pumpkin seeds, oysters, shellfish, and nuts. Low zinc has been linked to enlarged prostates and hormonal imbalances that weaken vitality. Adding a handful of pumpkin seeds to your diet is a small change with big returns. Don't forget cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. These contain sulforaphane, a compound that helps detoxify the body and prevent DNA damage in prostate cells. Regular servings provide a protective shield against abnormal growth. And while adding these foods matters, equally important is what you avoid. Processed meats, fried foods, and excess sugar drive systemic inflammation, a major contributor to prostate enlargement. Replacing those with antioxidant-rich, plant-dominant meals gives your gland the calm environment it needs to function normally. The truth is, every meal is an opportunity. With consistent, prostate-friendly choices, you're not only fueling your energy and mood, but also building long-term defense against disease. And when paired with restorative sleep, the next habit, you give your prostate the full spectrum of natural protection. The fifth habit may surprise you, because many men underestimate its importance: restorative sleep. Quality sleep is not just about feeling rested, it is one of the most powerful natural regulators of prostate health. During deep sleep, your body produces key hormones like melatonin and growth hormone. These are not just sleep chemicals, they are potent anti-inflammatory agents that help repair tissues, regulate immunity, and protect delicate organs like the prostate. On the other hand, when sleep is cut short or repeatedly disrupted, your cortisol rises and your testosterone drops. That combination fuels inflammation, weakens hormone balance, and increases the risk of abnormal prostate growth. Scientific evidence is clear. A long-term study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention tracked more than 2,400 men over 10 years. The men with frequent sleep disturbances had twice the risk of aggressive prostate cancer compared to those with regular, uninterrupted sleep. That is no coincidence. Your body heals at night, and when sleep is broken, your prostate pays the price. So how can you protect your nights? Start by keeping your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid late caffeine, alcohol, or heavy meals. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed to allow natural melatonin to rise. Go to bed and wake up at consistent times, even on weekends, to stabilize your internal clock. And here's something often overlooked: stress management. Simple breathing exercises, meditation, or even a light evening walk can calm your nervous system, preparing your body for deeper, more restorative rest. Never forget, sleep is not a luxury, it is medicine. And when you combine it with hydration, walking, regular sexual activity, and prostate-friendly foods, you create a complete lifestyle defense. Together, these habits can redefine how you age. But the real question is, will you take action today? Gentlemen, we've now walked through 5 daily habits that may seem simple on the surface, but together they have the power to transform your prostate health and your quality of life after 50. Hydrating strategically, walking after meals, maintaining regular sexual activity, eating prostate-protective foods, and prioritizing restorative sleep. These are not gimmicks. They are science-backed strategies that work. I've seen men in their late 60s, even 70s, who came into my clinic exhausted, frustrated, and convinced their decline was inevitable. Yet, when they embraced these habits consistently, the results were dramatic. Their nights became quieter, their mornings sharper, their confidence restored. It wasn't a magic pill or an expensive procedure. It was daily commitment, small, deliberate choices that added up to big changes. This is why I, Dr. Strong, urge you, don't wait for a crisis. Don't tell yourself that waking up 5 times a night or living with constant urgency is just part of aging. It isn't. It's a signal. Your body is asking for care, and the answer lies in the decisions you make each day. If you're listening now, let this be your turning point. Start with one habit. Maybe today you hydrate earlier. Tomorrow you walk after dinner. Each step is a message to your body that you are choosing vitality, not decline. And when you combine all 5 habits, you build a shield of protection that allows you to age with dignity, strength, and independence. Remember, prostate health is not just about avoiding disease, it's about living fully, sharing dinners with family without interruption, sleeping through the night, traveling without fear of restroom stops, feeling confident as a man. These are the rewards waiting for you if you take action today. So share this knowledge with a brother, a father, or a friend. Together, we can break the silence around prostate health and help men everywhere live longer, stronger, and freer lives. Your best years are not behind you, they are still ahead if you choose to protect them.